Hello everybody, and welcome back to my channel on YouTube again. Today we're going to be having a look at two Pacific photo cells that I find that are reasonably good. They're a bit old, but they still tend to do their job. Now the first one we have here is the Royce and Thomson. It's the Oasis 1000, 70 lux off, differential 1.05, 3 plus 400 watt 230 volts AC at 10%, and was made on the 5th 2008. Now this Pacific photo cell, I've come across these before. You've got two versions. You've got the Moonstar version. This one is quite different as it goes, because you cannot actually see the actual circuitry behind the actual photo cell. But it's a standard photo cell, and it does have a good heavy lamp load at which I find is pretty good, at approximately 400 watts I believe, and it's the usual 3-pin connectors, neutral, live and LO out to lamp, and that's about it for this Pacific photo cell. Next I will show you my Park Night photo cell, which is version 1. This is a Zodian SS9 photo cell. Now this Pacific photo cell is what it will do, it will switch the lighting off approximately at midnight and back on again at 6 AM in the morning. Now this one is slightly different from the one that I showed you last time, because I don't know if you remember, the last one I showed you had a clear base at the back. But this one has actually got a yellow base, and I believe the reason they do this is so they can be identified from like your standard SS9 photo cell to the DLS model. Now this one is what they call, I'll read out the specifications to you. It's SS9 DLS, and it's FSP 01470. And now, one word of advice: if you should ever use these Pacific photo cells, when you first install them, what will happen is it will run a whole night cycle without switching the lights off, because basically with these they need to program themselves for at least 24 hours. So basically one night the whole lamp will stay on for the whole night, but the following night the lamp will roughly switch off between midnight. Now with the problem is with this photo cell is during the actual spring, summer, autumn, winter, it has a differential. Say for example Christmas time, depending on the light patterns, it will switch off at about should we say 11:45 PM. Around about Christmas, New Year, it will switch off roughly exactly on around about midnight. February, March will reverse, it will switch off about 12:15. But with this one, basically what you got inside of this is the relay switch, which is I don't know if you can see it. It's this little black box here. Now inside of here, this is like a contactor. It opens and closes. These small things here are actually, I think they're capacitors. These are, no, excuse me, these are the capacitors, and basically they just like take out any interference with electricity. You've got the sensor in the middle, and there's a small red LED. When you install the SS9 modern photo cell of today, once it's in its calibration mode, it will be flickering rapidly the LED for 24 hours, and after the 24-hour cycle it will have like a standard flash rate on the actual LED. After approximately 2 weeks the sensor will lock. So basically what will happen is, as the BST summertime approaches, the photo cell will switch itself over for when the clocks change. So basically what will happen is, say for when the clocks go forward in the summer, the actual time schedule inside the actual microchip in the photo cell will reverse back 1 hour. So even in the summer the lights will still switch off at midnight. You can, to buy these, you're looking at roughly, I'd say, around about, from a good electrical supplier, these would roughly cost you around about £60, including VAT. But there's not a lot in the modern standard of the SS9. I do find nowadays they seem to be using less and less electronics within these new technology of photocells. I suppose it's like anything else really. The minimum of stuff put in it probably for reliability, but basically behind this circuit board here there's a small processor. Basically that's where it stores all its information. And on the back it has a it's got its usual live in, neutral and load out to lamp. And I will actually be rigging one of these up at some point so you can actually see it working in real time. Anyway, thanks once again for watching my video, and I hope you find this interesting. Thank you very much for watching. Bye bye.